Hi there, welcome to just a quick lesson on angles and semicircles required for National 4 mathematics. Okay, so speaking specifically to my third years here, this is the last bit of knowledge we have before we finish the kind of level 4 course we're looking at there. So just very quickly, last bit of the wee lesson, we're looking at the angles in a semicircle. Now you can see here I've got a beautifully drawn circle where the triangle exists within one half of that circle. Okay, so here we have along the diameter we have one side of the triangle, and then from each end of the diameter the two other sides come and meet on the circumference. Okay, now when that happens, when we have a triangle entirely encompassed within a semicircle, that means this angle here that touches the circumference is a right angle at 90 degrees. Okay, now that is the one bit of knowledge, that's the one bit of knowledge I need you to have in the National 4 here. Okay, now it doesn't matter whereabouts which circle. Okay, so here, that's a diameter, it comes up and touches the circumference. That means this angle here would be 90 degrees. Okay, it doesn't matter what diameter or whereabouts in the circle it hits, as long as it comes from the diameter out to the circumference and makes a right angle, a triangle, then that will be a right angle in there on the circumference. Okay, no matter what that triangle looks like, always a right angle. Okay, right on the circumference, perfect. Now I'm going to just give you two quick examples to kind of show you how to use it or how it's going to be asked at a National 4 level, but after that I'll just leave you to kind of do the work that I'll put on the Google Classroom. Okay, so two examples here, example 1, example 2. If you want to try them yourself, pause the video or take a couple of minutes afterwards and have a look at them, but I'll go through them just now. Okay, so we have the diameter coming across here. Okay, and then from each side of the diameter it goes out and meets the circumference. So that tells us in here that has to be a right angle of 90 degrees. Okay, now we are just looking at a triangle, we don't need to worry about the circle anymore, and we know the angles in a triangle add up to 180. Okay, so we know all three add up to 180 degrees. So right now we know we have 90 degrees and 48 degrees used up. So that gives us 138 degrees used there, which means X up here is left as the leftover from 180 degrees. Okay, which means X is 42 degrees. Okay, now it's very similar over here, apart from this time I'm looking for that whole shaded angle, so across two triangles. Now the top part, the top triangle here, we can do in a very similar way we did over here. Firstly, we've got the diameter going across, going through the centre of the circle, coming out to meet the circumference, so we know that's 90 degrees. Okay, so let's just call this part 1 just now, or triangle 1 if you prefer. So far in there we have 90 and 65, so we've got 155 degrees so far, which means I'm just going to call this top part here, just that bit, let's call it Y just now. Y is going to be what's ever left from 155, from 180, sorry. So when you take 155 away, which means 25 degrees. So here, that Y is 25 degrees. I'm just going to replace it there. Okay, 25 degrees in there. Now, the bottom triangle, okay, again, it comes from the diameter out to the circumference, so we know that's a right angle. Now, you may be looking at it and thinking, you know what, that's a little bit tricky because there's no other angles in that triangle. But these two lines here, here and here, signify that both these sides are the same. Okay, and if both those sides are the same, it means that angle there is the same as that angle there, because they're both at the bottom of the side that's the same. Okay, so for the second part, or the triangle on the bottom, well, firstly, if I do 180 take away 90 from the triangle there, that leaves 90 degrees. But then because I'm splitting it between both of those angles equally, okay, let's call that angle Z just now. The angle Z is going to be half of that 90 degrees because it's an isosceles triangle. So in there, and again I'll replace it, that's 45 degrees, which means what we're asked for, the total angle, is going to be 25 degrees add 45 degrees. Okay, 25 had 45, 50, 70 degrees. Okay, so that shaded angle there is 70 degrees. Okay, now that's really all I need you to know for the level 4 stuff, for the national 4 stuff just now, just before we move on in the next couple of weeks, obviously into the next year. Thanks for your time, cheers.